Hello everyone. Let's play some Factorio. Just gonna confirm that I'm actually live. I think we're live. Audio test checks out. Okay, so what should we get up to today? That's a great question. I think maybe we should try to hack out a new setup for nuclear power. Might be an idea. Might be an idea indeed. Let's just take a look at what we've got going on here for nuclear. So I've got this janky little setup here, but it's not arranged in a way where everything can get a neighbor bonus. So I think that's what we're going to want to try to fix. I'm also I want to get it fixed while this is still running, so I don't want to like interrupt power to the plant. So based on that, let's take a look at what we have available for our nuclear setup. So do I have anything I want to ditch out of my inventory to make some space? But I'm gonna need those 4 reactors. So I'll take them all. And actually I'm gonna take 5 reactors. So for 5 reactors, we're going to need to have 5 heat exchangers on each. And then I'm going to need more pipes. I'm going to bring just a bunch of pipes with just in case. And on each heat exchanger, we can have 5 steam turbines. Which is a lot. Is it 5 for 5? Pretty sure it was 5 for 5. Yeah. So 5 heat exchangers. That means 25 heat exchangers, excuse me. 125 turbines. I only have 10 times 100. Okay. Seems like a lot. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 105, 109, 16 more. So while that's chugging away, I'm going to need to make 5 offshore pumps. Do I have any offshore pumps on the logistics network? Let's take a look. We do not. Okay, I'm tired of that, so let's get this set up to build some. And offshore pump. passive provider, and a requester chest. Like that, and of course it's going to want some power. Copy and paste that in there, and we'll make a stack. Copper plates. Okay. Alright, so while this is chugging, let's take a look at how our copper is doing. So we've got a couple of different places where we have copper coming in. We have in our main base, we've got this shenanigans going on. But this mine is getting close to, kind of close to being exhausted. There's only 1.2 million left. We have this copper facility set up, which is primarily just for making green circuits. I kind of want to keep it that way. And it is holding up right now, but the green circuit production is not. I might have to revamp this. The other copper production that we have is over here, which is 9.9 million. It's sort of been chugging away, but it's also struggling to keep up. We might have to upgrade our miners so that way it can keep going. So we might have to do some expansion on that. Now, how many of these do we have? 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, 122, 23? 124. And 125. Okay, great. So we can just let this run now, and it'll do stuff on its own. I'm going to need a metric ton of pipes. So let's get these requested. Let's put this up to 300. Let's put this up to 300. So the lovely, lovely robots can bring us all of that back. Apparently I've got logistics robots on me. I don't think I really need those. So we can just dump that into this roboport. Alright, so there is that. Now then, what else do we need to make this work? I actually think I might need more pipes than that because we're going to be bringing over water from over here. So that's going to be a fair amount. Let's try working with 300 of each though and just see where that takes us. Yes, I'm just gonna run between all of this stuff. Alright. Right, we also might need to put in some more miners on this. We'll have to see. How's this holding up anyway? We've got an excess amount. That's fine. I think we're gonna need space. Let's clean up some of these trees. And not blow ourselves up. That's key. Cut out of cluster bombs. Come on. Okay, robots. You can have your field day. And while they're doing that, let's cancel out these cliffs. And these rocks. Now, I'm not entirely sure how much space I'm going to need for this. Alright, let's take a look here. Put that on the hot bar. Get rid of this, get rid of this, and this. What was I gonna do here? Oh yeah, hot bar stuff. So on the hot bar as well, let's put some heat exchangers. We can get rid of this advanced furnace for now, and we will put heat pipes. I don't think I brought enough heat pipes, but we'll deal with that. And then some steam turbines. And then our... where did they go? Ah, there they are. Our offshore pumps. Okay, so how is the best way for us to arrange this so that we can get a good neighbor bonus? So if we put one here, is it better to just... What is the best way to do this anyway? Is it good to just clump them like this? And then we can put in requester chest and passive provider chests to clean up the garbage. Is that kind of how we're going to want it to go? So then, if I do it this way, and I want to keep things a little bit neat, we would have heat pipes coming up. And I can support 5 of these. I would like to keep it neat, but I don't know if the best way to do that. Because if we run things like this, we also have to worry about water coming in. So if we ran our water like this, and we just had our lines going off to the side, that could work. And then yeah, there's not conceptualizing. Please hold. Okay, so this is going to hold, or yeah, this is going to support 5 heat exchangers. Like that, because we're going to want five steam turbines, and we need a space for power pools. Unless we threw in some of those fancy-dancy substations. How much space does one of these take? So I put in one substation, it would cover all of them. Like that. We would have to build around that concept. That's ugly and not going to work. So if we did this, still not going to work. 3, 4, and 5, that would work. Okay, so we could use this layout for one batch. I don't know if this is the best way to do it at all. But then, if we kept going with this idea, our next batch would have to go here. And we would have to copy and paste this. Like so. And then our next batch could go here. Like this. With heat pipes coming down. Now, I think that looks neater. Still not 100% convinced that that's a good setup. But then, in theory, if we copied this and flipped it, we could just drop it right here. And we're going to be a little bit short because of this stuff. So let's just clear these out. Oops, clear those out. They can get filled in there. So that could also work. Is this kind of what y'all do for your nuclear power setups? Okay, well, if we're gonna go this far, because we have to go back to the base anyway, let's do that. And I'm out of these steam engine things, right? Yeah, the steam turbines. So I'm gonna need 25 of those. So let's add this to our, we want one reactor. We want 25 of these. And then we're gonna want our fancy substations. And we're gonna go with 10, just because. And before we get super carried away, robots, what are you doing? Stay in me. Let's get rid of these items in there like that. Let's think about running these pipes. So this one we can run like that. This one we can run like that. And then this one we will bring down a notch. And we can run it over here. Like this. And then we can keep going that way. Okay. Okay. And that's going to be the same thing for here. We'll bring this one inside a notch. Carry it over. And then this one we're going to bring over to here. Like that. Just thinking about this. Because if we copy and paste this setup, we're going to have to make some more modifications to it if we expand our power. But for right now, this should work. Should work. Alternatively, oops, I could run the piping inside, so it's a little bit more condensed. Let's take a look at what that layout would look like to see if it would lessen our lessen the chances of us busting things when we're going to expand this. Might as well do it now while we're planning everything out. So we need 3 lines. So this one would come down like this. This one would need to be 1 notch, and this one would need to be 2 notches. And this one would have to be 3 notches. Because this is going to run that way. So is this one. And that means that this has to come out here, like so, like so. So then there's just enough space for me to do that. And this layout is going to be mirrored. Like this, right? Okay. Gotta do it here. Like that. That looks like that'll work. So I'm just gonna get these in a nice little line so I can copy paste them. So if I go copy, whoops, I don't want the reactors. Copy. And if we just run this directly west, we're going to hit that iron ore patch. So we'll run it west as far as we can and then have to do an ugly shift up. But c'est la vie. And we're just going to hide this all in the trees. And then we can paste it here. And now we're going to clear out the trees here where this turn is going to be. So pipe. Well, this is awkward. So we're gonna have to do weird corners. Like that. Where's the rest of this stuff? There we go. Like this. This one has to come down. This one has to get moved back. Because I don't want any of the piping to like intersect with each other. So we've got to do our corner like this. I'm probably going to have to put in some pumps or something to make sure that this, turns appropriately. And instead of doing another turn, I think I'm just going to make it go straight up. Okay, paste, rotate. And let's see where our offshore pumps are going to be sitting. So one there. One there. Oh, you can't put them side by side. That's annoying. Like that. One there. Okay. One there. One there. And the plus side to this is I'm not going to have to look at this ugliness at the base. It can be ugly in all of its glory over here. And at least this one is a straight connection. And this one we can run to here and then shift over. Perfect. Okay. So we'll give this stuff power. Then we can run our transmission line back. Like that. I hope that's going to work. I don't know if I'm going to need another pump along the way or pumps right here. Okay. Pumps. Can I make any at the moment with what I have? I cannot. And I don't know if I'm making pumps at the factory or not. Let's go find out. Okay, so we're gonna need a requester chest for these and passive provider chests. Let's copy this. Gonna need to paste it. You can paste that one there. You can paste that one there. And then these are gonna have to get split up. Oh no, they don't. Like that. These are also going to need power. So we could put one of those there. We could cram another one over here. That would be enough. Alright, let's go back to base and get some more supplies. Get stuck on the one cliff that's in the way. Oh, I forgot that there was a stone depot thing. And I'm just wondering if I want to use a huge roboport over there, as opposed to what we have now. That's it, come to me, robots. Cheers. Okay. I'm going to take these off of the logistics network request, so that way I don't bork things when I come back here later. For the moment, I think we can get rid of these steel pipes. And let's take a look at my roboport. How many guys can I support? 30. Okay, so I have too many. I can get rid of that. Anything else that I can kind of trim away at? Look at all these inserters. Let's move those for now. And let's see about getting this set up before I run back over there. Excuse me. How are our empty canisters looking? We don't have empty canisters, which is great. It's really, really great. Item ingredient shortage, that's fine. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out if there's other stuff that I need to bring with me when we go back. I sort of kind of feel like maybe low power. I think that we should just get over there and get this up and running. Change my mind. Because I don't want to lose power again. That would be a disaster. Oh, not as bad of a disaster as it was in the last playthrough, where I started running into power issues because fighters were swarming me and my laser turret defense was far in excess of my power. And I just reached a critical point where I couldn't pull it back. That was a fun playthrough, though. Okay, so there's not quite enough distance between these to connect up all the power. So we will manually add that in. Just like so. So then in theory, the requester chest that we have over here is what we're going to want to copy and paste over here. Paste, paste, paste. Wrong. Wait, why is it not requesting uranium-230? What did I do here? How is this even working? Oh, did I copy that one? I don't even know. Okay. Now then. Can we cover a large enough area with one of these? Whoa. I think the answer is going to be yes. Maybe. If I throw that there, and then give this power, this is scary. At least the ones in the center are going to get the neighbor bonus. What is our little grid looking like here? It's pretty good. Get rid of that RoboPort. Technically that RoboPort. Technically that RoboPort. That'll work. And these are going to take a long time to heat up, right? Yeah, they will. So this stuff looks good so far. Let's just see what happens. We're starting to come online. Excellent. It's kind of really what we want. Now we have to remember, no input fluid means steam, and in this case it's because we don't have a high enough temperature. And this is when I realized the error of my ways. Okay, so how many of you saw that coming? Heat pipes. Fuck's sakes. Grumble, 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 grumble. Grumble, grumble, grumble. It's Scully's fault. I blame you. You. At least we are looking okay on oil for now. Almost completely destroyed that last time we played. One of the last times we played. But you know what? Where did I do this? Yankee robots. kind of miners were these again? Mark IIs. And there's how many of them? 116. Okay. I think I'm gonna upgrade them. Yeah. We will upgrade them. Does anybody use speed or productivity modules on their nuclear facilities? Does it do anything for you? Is it worthwhile? I'm not entirely sold on the productivity modules. Not entirely sold on those. Okay. Connect those. Connect these. Connect these. Same here. And here. And here. Geez. And then these can get connected there. This temperature still isn't up all the way? Jeez. Well, anyway. We got 2.5 gigawatts now. Which is lovely. But now that I have taxed the system, is this going to be enough of a setup? That's the question. I don't really know the answer to. I'm sort of debating if I want to like duplicate this. But for now, let's take a look at our upgrade planner, and we are going to clear this junk off, and we're going to upgrade Mark IIs to Mark IIIs. And then go like this. And let ye old robots have a good time. No. Oh, my hand twitched on my mouse. What am I doing? Okay, so this is getting chewed down, which is good. How is this holding up? That's looking good. How are you guys doing? You are not. Oh. Okay. So we are going to take this superior loader and go like this. And we'll get that stuff chewing away. Great. I am sort of feeling like it might be a good idea to double this. And if that is the case, do we have enough space? We do. We just need to rearrange some power poles. So let's do that. And there's 20 of them. Okay. Now, if I wanted to save on belts, I could technically do it like this, right? Oh, I guess we are still using yellow belts over here. How gross. So 16 and 32 of these guys. Oh, I've got enough of those. Okay. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I think we want to add as many more of these as we have. So like that. And then belt it up. And have it come over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Blueprints. Blue belt balancer. Six to 3. Let's just envision what this is going to look like. Basically, it's going to be that. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I did count right. Geez, for a second there I thought I Thought I zoned out into the other reality again. It's gonna look like this. Like this. A little bit of laggy while doing the savey. And we're just gonna tidy up that one a tiny, tiny bit to look like this. And then over here, straight up, and over there, like so. And then let's get rid of all of this uranium that we've got on us, because that's apparently bad for your health. Thank gosh for shields. Okay. How many of these did I say it was? 16? 20? 80 million? 20. Okay. These guys, centrifuges, 20. And we'll take a jaunt back to base and pick those up. Yeah, I don't know how many like of the Kovarex enrichment little doodads we need to keep things going. Because it took a long time for one to get going at a good clip. And I'm just worried that if I add another one onto the same chain, that it's going to take more than double the amount of time for everything to get going. So that's also something we're going to have to think about a wee bit. Good job, robots. Don't get hit by the train. We are also theoretically going to be having more tritium being processed. And I really shouldn't be complaining about a 15% chance to make tritium, because the percent chance of making uranium-230 special is a fair amount smaller. Alright, so this stuff can get going. This little guy seems like he's keeping up okay. Oh yeah, you guys are gonna have a long, long, long road ahead of you. I suppose I could put speed modules on this. Okay. What if I beaconed it? How big are the beacons? Ah, we can do it this way. Okay. Not bacon. Beacon. Jeez. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're not even touching. Not touching there, but they are touching there. Five, 6, 7, 6. We can put productivity modules in there. Actually, didn't we just like research a fancy... this is a singularity beacon, smaller and more powerful beacon. Maybe I should do that now. And I can get those crafting and then come over here and do shenanigans with it. Might be a thing. Might be a thing. How much trading do we have over here now? Ooh, 3. That's amazing. Not. I think all of these guys are happily mining away. Could I even support another one? Another one of these dooflickies? Honestly, I think I could. That singularity beacon is, it's gonna take a while to research from the looks of things. Missing science packs. Waiting for source items. Alright, let's go back to base and take a look at what's going on over there. Get rid of those drills. Because apparently we're missing science packs. The science is not being done. That's a crime. Big crime. Okay, let's find our... Where is the beacon machine? Ahem, ahem. There they are. They're near the acid train. So we've got buckets of them. So we're gonna drop that there. We're gonna do this and this. Just get that preemptively set up. Actually, why do we not treat ourselves? Where is... There they are. Can't see for looking. Okay. What are you guys requesting that is not being made? Singularity tech cards. Are we not making singularity tech cards? I thought we were. Production tech cards. They're right here. Singularity tech cards. Short on charged matter. Crispity crappities. Charged no ingredients. Oh, look at that. We're short on energy control units. What a surprise. Why are we short on energy control units? We're short on low density structures. Having a big deja vu moment on this. And let me guess. For the low density structures, there's not enough copper. Or some shenanigan thing like that. Am I right? Why am I am seriously navigationally challenged today? Oh yeah, that's why. What do you need? You need copper. Look at this pathetic line of copper. What can we do to fix this? Let's try to plan this a little bit here. What can we do to fix? Are we out of acid? How can that be? $50K. We are starving ourselves. If it's less than 100, turn on. Water, sulfur, metal plates. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. So that, at the moment, looks like it's okay. Where's this sulfuric acid line going? That goes to this. Okay. So this comes down over here. Gets split off for blue chips. Gets fed this crazy route. Over to here. Maybe we need a pump pressurizing this, pushing it, working it. Do I have a pump maker? Pump. 1. Negative. Why would I? We will make a pump maker. How about that? Pumps. Let's go. I wonder how long it's going to take to make one pump. Hey. Ask and ye shall receive, apparently. Alright, let's take these 5 pumps and see if we can do some magic with them. Right. So we were going to try to put a pump right here and see how that works out for us. And then, because it's a needy pump, give it some power. I think that may cause an issue. So instead of putting it there, it should go here. Because we want to have the suckage coming from the source, which is here, like that. Because this pipeline goes north. So we will see. That has fixed any problems. Has not fixed any problems. How's the water system over here holding up? Okay, that's fine. Okay, so how are we going to handle fixing our sulfuric acid problem? Okay, this line goes north, and it feeds the battery production. Okay. This line goes east and south. Wait, is this the train line? No. Why do I have these? Oh, I don't have them connected. Okay. Where is this going? Wait, it comes all the way out here and it works just fine? Or is this stuff suffering too? This stuff is also kind of suffering. Okay. And this goes where? All the way up and over there. So what if we stick a pump on this? Just to kind of help things out a little bit. Don't know if that'll actually help anything out. I also don't think that we need all of these storage tanks anymore. Like, because combined there's like 100,000 and one of these can hold 200,000. Three, 12. Let's get some speed modules going on here. This stuff I can put back in the recycling. Oh. I did that completely wrong. Gonna need 12 more. Okay, how is this going? This is getting a little bit better. The alternative to this is well, that line is going hard. These are all Mark IIs. If I upgrade them to Mark IIIs, will they keep up? Wait, how many Mark IIIs? 73? Yeah, okay. robots. And we've got our little upgrader blueprint. Okay. Mining speed of a 1. And these had a mining speed of 0.75. So that is fairly good. We're going to have to probably research more mining productivity. I thought that was an infinite research somewhere. Yeah, here. In the meantime, copper. Copper, 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 copper. We could tap this copper down here. I know that it's more efficient to use this enrichment process, but I just don't have the sulfur to keep it up. Like, I guess theoretically I do. But last time when we were letting it run full bore, we started to have a problem with production of petroleum gas. Because we were like drinking that like nobody's business. And that's like a long way to run. He says it's a long way to run our acid. We could make an acid train. We could make a copper plate train. Which you might have to do. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to do that. Alright, what do we want to do first? Do we want to route the train down there first, or do we want to go down there and get everything set up? We could run the train down there. My little rail maker's right here. Okay. We've got enough of that stuff. I think. Oh, they're already here. Look at me. Look at me go. Right, thank you, robots. Look, I got a whole bunch of logistic robots on me again. Boop. Goodbye, Rocket. Okay. So if we're going to run the train, we're just going to follow this existing path down. So let's do that. We can cut off this loop thing. And if we keep going straight down, there's oil down here. So we're going to need to bypass that. We're going to want to put an intersection here. And then a straight. And then I think a curve down. Right turn. Like that. Oh my god, okay. Screw it. There's just way too many trees here. Okay, we'll just put that in the thingy. Okay, now. Is there space for one more? That's not what I wanted. This one. No. Okay, so we need to get rid of this. Get rid of these trees. All right. So if we throw all of our miners here, we're gonna want, oh, do I want to put an intersection here? I don't actually. I want an intersection here. heck happened? I guess it doesn't, whatever. Didn't copy paste over that very well. Let's try that again. There. Now we've got a little bit of room that we can play with over here. Because what we're likely going to want to do is have all of the stuff get mined, have a metric ton of furnaces here for everything to get processed, and then have it get loaded onto the train and head out. So I am envisioning this. And then our loop endpoint. See, I don't... No, we can still do that. So a while back I was talking about having like a rails out and a rails in type of situation. And this is more or less what I'm meaning it for. Let's get rid of this junk. But you're basically going to want to have like a segment that comes off and down to pick up the product, and then loop back up and go back in addition to this loop. Because the loop is there in case a wayward train comes out here and it needs to cycle back up. You don't want it coming down to where your products are going to be. Excuse me. So let's continue clearing out these trees. This entire little forest here. Because I want to make sure that I'm going to have enough space. I think we're probably going to use Mark III belt miners. 45 items per second might be enough. But it may also not be enough. One step at a time. Okay. You know what? I think I'm going to make a rail out. But I don't... Yeah, we'll make it an entire segment. Sure. fine, I can adjust it later. But basically, trains coming this way, so you're going to want... I cleared them off. I'm also almost out of rails, so just about time to go back to the base. So you're essentially just going to want to have a little zoop like that. Yeah, we can just keep it simple. And we'll call it rail out. Create blueprint. Throw it in the blueprint thing. And we can do the exact same thing. Where we go like this. Except we need to add chain signals to this. So we should have one here and there. Rails out, rails in, right. Rails in left, because it's turning left. Left click to build, right click to open, rails out, right. Save, close. Now, let's pick this back up. Because what we're going to do now is I didn't need to pick it all up, but whatever. Wait a sec, am I like trolling myself here? Yep, kinda. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Alright, so we're gonna want it to basically go here. And essentially just come down, loop. Something like that. Chain signal. Chain signal. Chain signal. Really? You're gonna get mad at me for having a chain signal there? Why? We could put the stop there, and this can be copper plate pickup 1. No, it doesn't even need a 1. We'll just call it copper plate pickup. Don't know why it's blinkety blinkety blinkety, but we will put this here. No more blinkities. Great. And we'll put 1 there. There. Means we also need a chain signal here. Yeah. Could likely get rid of that. And could likely get rid of this one. And that one. Yeah. So this would work, I think. And then because we made this an intersection, we can, keep going down for uranium if we want. Or this mineral water stuff. But while we're here, let's just get rid of these biters, because we can. There's a lot of petroleum over here. So we might be coming back for that. Get off the rocks. And this patch as well. Goodbye. Anyone else? Well, we might as well do this as we sort of head back to our base. Alright. And there's this nice iron ore patch here. Cool. Wait, how many? 84 million? It'll function for now. I'm gonna take a quick bio break. I'll be right back. And I am back. Thanks for your patience. Okay, so train stuff. At the moment, I think we're good for rails, but we need a whole lot of miners. I don't exactly know how many we're gonna need. How many are available? 200. We will take 200. Blue belts. I think blue belts will be enough. Let's get some more blue loaders though. 24. Let's go for 30. I think we're going to use the superior inserters for this. A 100. Yeah, okay. Now then, let's take a look at, oh geez, just run into everything. Our rail drop off. So this one was going to be iron plates. This one's copper plates. So some of it is offloading into these passive provider chests, and these others are going on to belts. Now these belts we're going to want to run down. How far down are we going to run them? All the way till... let's see, where's the biggest point that we're going to need them? That's just being injected there. So if we run them down until here-ish, until here, that'll be good. I think we can do it with green, but let's double our green belts while we do this. Thank you, robots. That might not be enough, but I'll give it a shot. Now, are we just going to do a straight line, or are we going to do a curve? Let's go back down and try to plan that a little better. So they're going to come down to here. We'll run this up. Whatever. And we can run it like so. Because that'll get fed there, that'll get fed there, that'll get fed there. And then this will feed here, like that. And I don't know if these stack inserters are going to be enough. Oh, I requested superior long 456. I wanted these. Okay. So we're going to replace these stack inserters like that. Okay. And we should also replace the correct ones over here. Just like so. Do we have, I should have looked at that before I ran away. Do we have fuel coming in? We do. Not enough. Okay. Let's take a look. Where is the coke line? Coke is being made here. So, and we'll use the blue one. It'll be fine. Into a passive provider chest. And like that. And we'll do 3 stacks. And then the robots can take that fuel up. But we might have to do some revamping. Let's do 2 stacks. Okay. We'll let that think and do its own thing. Do we have enough undergrounds? We've got 50 undergrounds. We've got 114 undergrounds. Okay. Bunch of splitters. Alright. We are going to want a... We want a train engine. Is it locomotive? So we're going to want 1 locomotive, please. And then we're going to want some train cars. Cargo wagons, I should say. And we want 4 of those. I hope that's enough coke for us to test with. Okay. Let's cut across and head on down to the new copper mine. I forgot something. Go figure. We have 9 advanced furnaces. That might be enough. All right. Now, where should we copy and paste from? Upgrade planner, belts. Oops, don't stand in the way. Now, if we just run it down like that, is it in the way? Does not appear to be in the way. So we can do that. And now we can copy paste. Just got to make sure it's nicely lined up. Right. Okay, let's get rid of that junk, and that, and that. Now then, why did that placement look weird? That's why. You can have coke and coal. Now, let's figure out how we want to load all of this stuff up. I don't think I can use loaders. Don't remember. Maybe we can, maybe we can't. So let's do a test and find out. We can. Great, that's huge. So pick this back up. Alright, so loaders. Six loaders on each of these. It's going to be great. Now there we go, our big advanced furnaces. Which way do I want to run this? I kind of feel like if I run it from here west, we'll use more belts, but we'll have more space if we need to expand. So we're going to try that. 1, 2, and 3. That'll be the output. This will be the input. Just like so. Now then, belts. Not that, no, we actually don't want that. We want this one. And we're going to do a 6 to 2. Just like this. And then for power, we're out of power poles. Huh. Oops. And I can't make any because I don't have copper cables on me. Oh, the irony. I also ran these things the wrong way. Go me. also don't have any iron on me. Okay. Fine. Two, 24. We need a 1 to 24. That's excessive. What is the biggest one we can do? We do a 1 to 8. If we do a 1 to 6. Wait. If we do a 1 to 6, we could do that. We can make it like that. And then we'll do a 1 to 4. Pull this up. Okay, there is enough space. So that means this comes down here, and we're going to cut that off for now. Is this excessive? Yes, it is excessive at the moment. And go. Oops. Go. Fill, 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 fill. Let's get rid of some trees while we're letting this run for a bit. So I think we can definitely expand these guys more. But I think what we should have done is we should have put in some chests to fill temporarily while the train is in transit. So that was the little piece I forgot, and I don't have enough loaders to do that with at the moment, nor do I have enough chests to do that at the moment. So let's change our request amounts that we're going to have. What kind of chests do we want to use for this specifically? The medium containers are what? 2x2? Yeah. I'll take 20. All right, let's hop on the train and see if and see which copper plate base it's going to take us to. Copper plate base. Go. And while we are on our journey, how's this doing? That's not good. Okay, let's see. Is it going to take us to the first one? Excellent. No. Where are you going? Bad train. Bad. Turn. No, you're not going to turn? You're going to do me bad like that? There we go. Add weight condition. Time passed. Huh. That is slow. Okay. Let's go, robots. Wait, what are you blinking at me? Alert. Nearby entities missing repair packs. The hell do you need a repair pack for? Oh, maybe it's because I backed into that train. That might do it. do, do I even have repair packs on the network? Nope. Because why would I? Okay, so now that we have this line coming down, we have to figure out... Yes, robots, take my garbage, thank you. Where's the best place to insert it? I think we're just gonna... go like this for now on the existing line, and we can set the input priority to be on the left, so it empties the train line first. I think I want to fiddle with these loaders. Can we have the loaders unload the train and shove the contents into a chest? I don't think we can. Let's test and find out. So loader, and we'll throw in, it doesn't really matter. Oh, it does work like that? Well, that's a bit of a game changer. Send me all the loaders, please. Now if we pick up this copper, and we drop it in. Okay. That's even better than using our fancy inserters that we were lusting after. So that's good to know. Good to know. Alright, let's set up a machine to make repair kits, because apparently I've played the entire game so far on this map without having a machine making me repair kits. And I guess I'll just chuck it onto the end of this line. Repair packs. Oh, they take stone. Gross. Stone logistic request. You're telling me there's no stone on the network? That's a lie. That's not a lie. Can I upgrade it? Perfect. Okay, now I've got a repair pack and I can go fix my train that I don't know how to drive. Okay, so we were going to fix loaders at the copper area. So we got green loaders, but I also think I need blue ones. Got a bunch of blue ones. Because we're going to put them into chests. There's 24. Let's ask for some more in case we want to do other fiddling. Come on, robots. Why are we short on fast? On the what is even going on over here? Oh yeah, I forgot that everything like daisy chains. This is annoying. I don't have speed modules on me. Give me 4 robots. Bam. Okay. Let's upgrade that poor little son of a bitch. We can do a superior filter inserter. Let's just go for 1. There, that's a lot better. Oh, jeez. Okay. Anyway. Put this back down to 50 so we can get out of here. Let's jump back in our train and head back out. Haven't really tested the rail network yet, so this will be a good opportunity to do so. Well, so far so good. Alright, so let's cut these off for now. Because what we want to do is put some buffer chests in this. And these medium containers hold a really good amount. So I'm hoping we're going to be able to get away with this. was too good to be true. I think I have to offset this more. So let's experiment with one instead of getting all crazy like we just did. Because I think it has to be done like this. Yeah. Damn it. Okay. At least we can copy and paste this, though. He says as the game screws him over on copying and pasting. There. Okay, so that's functioning better. Now, about this stuff. Let's double this. Are you going to let me shift click? Nope. Because fuck you. How the hell did that get turned? I don't even know. Now for the favorite part of the game, watch and wait. Okay, so I am going to actually upgrade this line to crazy purples because I want to get the product. What the fuck? I want to get the product off of these belt lines and into our little array system thing. Can I upgrade this? Blue to purple. Yep. Purple, purple, purple. Upgrade all of it. Well, if we're gonna do that, we might as well do it properly, right? And then cry when we don't have enough materials. Just like that. Okay, well, I mean, I didn't really plan to upgrade everything to purple, but we're gonna do that anyway. So we need 59 purple loaders and 38 more belts. Well, that'll be exciting because I'm pretty sure that we don't have that kicking around in the base. What I do know is we should get rid of this copper that's on us. I'm just going to control click it into the train. Like, oh, like that. Okay. Well, I mean, it's good that we're checking our capacity, throughput, yada, yada, yada. Because these blue lines are not enough either. Okay. How much shit does this make? It's got a crafting speed of 12, and it's supposed to give us 5 copper plates in 16 seconds. It is not doing that. How many seconds is this? 1 Mississippi-ish. So roughly 5 in a second. Let's just go with that. And we have 16 of them. So 16 times 5, 32, 48, 64, 80. I don't know. I can't do math at this time of night. 80. 80 items per second. This belt is 90 items per second. Okay. 10 copper ore approximately every second. 160 copper ore in a second. That would mean that we are actually going to need a belt that doesn't exist. Purple lane is 90 only. Does 90. Alright. There's 555 blue belts there. I'm gonna need all the purple belts in the world. That's great. Let's head back home. Oh, excuse me. I hope I wasn't muted for a while there. Oops. So this copper plate factory thingy is almost exhausted, 895,000 left. So this injection thing that we're doing is coming at a good time. Is this energy control units? I swear that those are going to be like the end of me. Low density structure shortage, and low density structures are short on copper, I bet. Plastic. Well, that's a change. Interesting. Right. We were going to make fancy beacons. Singularity. Oh, that also requires energy control units. Okay. This isn't working. We're gonna have to sign to this. If I just have an inserter feeding stuff in, will it stop at the requested amount? It will not. Okay. We need to make some more of this stuff. So if we use a superior inserter thing and we connect it to this chest, mode of operation, enable, disable, enabled condition, copper plates, 200, less than 200. Take them all out. It's going to feed them in. I put them all back in. It stops. Okay, that we can do. That we can do. Can I copy this with the wire? No. Can I copy this chest and that with the wire. Yes. Okay, that should help solve some of our problems a bit. A little bit. Now we're gonna have to come up with a solution for plastic. I think I know what the solution for plastic is going to be, because these robots are not keeping up with that either. So, I think what we're gonna have to do is be a little creative. We're gonna have to do that. That's... Oh, geez. That is creative, but that's not gonna help us anything. Son of a gun. I was hoping that I could get it to read both items, but that's not gonna be the case. So, stop it. No, no, no. This isn't really what I had wanted at all. Okay, steel chest, give me 10. Superior filter inserters. Wrong window. Give me 20. And we want plastic. And we only want that. We can copy and paste this. Like that. I don't know if that's going to fix anything at all, to be honest. But a good question is, I did, okay, so I have to actually undo what I did over here. Because we still have requesting of the plastic on the network for some stuff. I think for these, we're going to clear off the requests for plastic on the network, and we'll just stick with the belt inserter. I hope that makes a difference. Probably won't. Okay. Alright, we have our 800 million purple belts that I didn't actually want to clear off. Put that back to 300. Okay. Okay. Let's see. We wanted to upgrade all of those belts and all of the fiddly bits. Let's go and do that. We'll take the train back. So we are gonna run out of power. At some point. What? We don't have enough purple loaders? I thought we did. Oh well. Come on, robots. It doesn't need to be an underground belt. I should have counted the number of undergrounds I needed. You'd think for somebody who's played this game a couple of times before that I would have, you know, counted that stuff better. Okay. 4.5 gigawatts of power. The fusion reactor must have kicked in. Won't be on for long, that's for sure. Okay, well this seems like it's humming along at a good speed. And then... oh, it's full. Okay. Let's change this. Manual, remove, add weight condition, full cargo. Add weight condition, empty cargo. Go. Let's race, train. I think I'm faster than you are. Oh, maybe not. But I could take a shortcut. Good job, robots. Bring me everything my heart desires. Now, how long is it going to take to... oh, look at the robots go. How long is it going to take to unload all of this stuff? A long time, apparently. I'm going to turn off my personal logistics. And I'm going to direct the robots to upgrade this at their nearest convenience. Oh, well, fuck you robots, that's not how you're supposed to work. Whatever. Don't upgrade that, please. Thank you. Everybody's out of purple. Okay. I sort of suspected that would happen. And are we even in the logistics network? Sorta. Not for construction, but for giving items. Well, we have one of these bad boys. Let's use it. We'll put it here. Ah. Whatever. Change my mind. We'll put it right here. Yeah, good. Close enough. You're still not empty, huh? Did we just fill this box? Nope. Alright, well anyway, we'll let that run its course on its own. Now, how are these stupid purple control units doing? They're not. We're out of lithium sulfur batteries. How? Wait, where are we making the lithium sulfur batteries? Is this it? This is lithium. Copper plates. You gotta be kidding me. What is even going on here? So that's cute. Why aren't the copper plates moving? Is there pollution on the line? Oh my god, there was... How is there coke on that line? How did that even happen? I am at a loss. Coke's being made over here. I don't know how it would have gone on the line like that. Is there like a point in my stupid spaghetti that is affecting this? Okay, well, that belt line will come up here in 12 years and it'll sort itself out, I guess. Now then, what should we be researching? I had been researching the intergalactic receiver, but that's gonna take forever. All of these research techs are getting up there in terms of taking forever. Antimatter fuel. Hmm. How do we do antimatter? An antimatter reactor consumes antimatter fuel. Right. Right. Okay. That's going to be a long, drawn-out process as well. In the meantime, do I want to boost mining productivity? Personal lasers, Mark IV. That could be fun. Instantly transports one player at a time to another teleporter on the same surface. Oh, so it's just for a player. I can't like load materials into it. That'll take a long time. Alright, well, mining productivity. More lasers, more power. Antimatter ammo. Not yet. We're still happy with the ammo that we have. Okay, well, I'll have those three going for now. Inky robots. That'll eventually get done. Okay, how is this other copper line doing for the batteries? Looks to be fine. It's interesting that I didn't notice that this had run out because these machines had just been running, doing their own thing for ages. And I think this box was almost full. So when they ran out, we didn't notice until the box emptied. So that's kind of interesting. Speaking of interesting, are fusion reactors still running? Seems odd. No. it just ran out. Okay. Let's go take a look at the disappointing state of our nuclear facility, because I think that we're running out of uranium fuel cells. So we'll take a quick run down that way. We'll try not to get hit by a train. How is this doing? Okay. You guys have fuel in you. You are running out of fuel. Because we're just not getting enough of the uranium-235s. Yeah, okay, so that one's out of fuel. Oh. You know, I knew that there was something I forgot to do over here. Fuck's sakes. I forgot to come back and put these splitters into place. This would be why we're having problems. This would indeed be the reason why. Okay, well, that's great. Super great. Do I have enough material to upgrade yellow to blue? Ugh, this is taking its sweet ass time. Alright. Clear all of this off. What did I say I had the most of? I have the most blue items at the moment. Right? Right. Okay. Alright, well that is one way to clear out the backlog. And oopsie daisies is... we gotta make sure we don't do that again. Now I have to fix this because these are running at different speeds and that's gonna drive me nuts. Wait, where's the green belt? Oh, there's the green belt. My plant is failing. Yeah, that's gonna be bad. It's gonna be real bad. Okay, well, now that I've stared at this in shameful silence for a while, we're gonna deactivate one of those machines. Keep this going for as long as we can here. I think we might be back in business. As long as the magical 235 uranium keeps coming out. And I'm mostly convinced at this point that I'm going to have to put down multiple of these Kovarex enrichment machines. How do the bots determine priority on this? Wait, what? Why are you telling me? Oh, okay, yeah. No, I don't have radiation poisoning or whatever. Well, maybe if we actually get some luck and we get tritium as a byproduct now and then. Maybe our fusion reactor will kick in. But we might have to, the factory might have to idle at low power if the luck on this stuff doesn't turn around. Because how many of these things is going now? We have 60 of them going. It's a 0.7% chance. It is terrible, honestly. Okay, well, we can work at maybe fixing that another time. But I think I'm going to end the stream here. It was pretty productive. We increased the capacity of our nuclear plant and screwed ourselves over because I forgot to put splitters to join some belt lines together. We got copper plates being processed. Got that mining facility. The train network seems to be holding up okay, which is nice. And we didn't die today by a train, so that's good. But anyways, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you again in the future. Just as a reminder, there's the Discord channel, YouTube channel, check it out if you want. But we'll see you again in the future. Bye.